Okay. Welcome to the Operations Committee meeting of July 9th, 10 a.m. We'll call this meeting to order. Any pecuniary interest?
None known.
None here. I'll go through the agenda, circulation of the prior meeting minutes. They were approved at the last council meeting in June. And we'll move down to health and safety. The Arena Troy Health and Safety Report. Did not see anything with that. No. Any questions on that?
Not for me.
Nothing? Okay, I will move to receive and file that report.
So moved. Or seconded.
You. Public Works. The Health and Safety Committee report. There was one item on there. You're not? No, there wasn't. No, it's a different one report. Okay, no, that was good too. Anything, your worship? No?
No.
Okay, I'll move to receive and file that report as well.
Seconded.
Okay, already new business. Alina, Derek.
Good morning, everyone.
All right.
This is the Arena Committee report for June. Tormont has repaired the leaking surge tank on the generator. Century Fire has replaced the accelerator on the sprinkler system. They also provided us with quotes for completing the annual inspection. It was supposed to be used as a comparison to our existing providers. OPP were in on June 12th. We used some video footage of an individual loitering behind the arena. There's more information to follow. Point of Virginia V Pacers across the concluded their season on June 16th. Overall, games were very well attended all season long, and they gave us a special thank you to the management. I wanted to acknowledge the management team. Thank you to the coaches, players, and volunteers for the great season. It was a pleasure working with them today. We lent some chairs to the Sarnia Seniors Community Organization for their annual seniors cruise. They were very grateful for the use of the chair. Windward Skating Club has reached out. They're looking to host a Skate Ontario event which will take place February 21st and 23rd, and they let us know that the carnival next year will be on April 5th and 6th. And the Windward Minor Hockey Association has confirmed Sunday, March 16th for their U7 Jamboree. On the work management side, we got 3 full-time employees, and we're all in rotation for public work. No specific employee training this one. The facility activity, we had 102 hours of floor-time book. Obviously, the Pacers concluded on the 16th of June, and then minor lacrosse fundamentals program ended on the 26th. Interior, regular maintenance and cleaning continue daily. Exterior, general maintenance around the building. Community hall, obviously the optimists are still involved there. The hot water system upgrades were approved at the last committee meeting. Scheduling to be determined. They have ordered the equipment for that, so once they get it, we'll schedule a date. And then the 10 tables have been delivered by Manley's, and that was a 2024 capital budget item. Red and Coastal at the arena on some minor nights. Monthly inspections, fire extinguisher, AED completed, monthly generator completed, Orkin for their monthly issue. In venue advertising, so we had a meeting to discuss options and pricing. Water truck is obviously at public work. Customer satisfaction, many thanks from the Point of Virginia Pacers for another great season at the Point of Memorial Arena. They were very complimentary of the staff and the level of service they received for the season. They were also complimentary on the cleanliness of the building and mentioned that more than one visiting team commented on the overall condition and appearance of the facility to them. Health and safety, monthly SOPs reviewed. security. This is the June 10th incident. Just after midnight, a video shows an individual entering the back of the arena through the gate at the community hall. The individual appears to be carrying 2 garbage bags and some other personal belongings. The individual loiters around the back of the arena for some time before emptying all his garbage bags in the vestibule outside restroom number 6. He also goes through the community hall garbage bins and leaves all garbage in the vestibule area before leaving the next morning at 11:40 a.m. Jim and Mike were both notified of the incident and the OPP contacted. As for this report, there's been no further incidents. Capital budget, obviously the heaters are there. The only outstanding one would be the Olympia room concrete, which is, I hope to schedule tomorrow when Mike gets back, and then we still need to do the roof inspection. Closing comments, doing another entertaining month at the arena. Winter Junior B Pacers concluded their Ontario Lacrosse Association season on a high, winning their final 2 games. Unfortunately, they missed the playoffs and will look to build on their late success. We look forward to next season. Sarnia Minor Lacrosse continued with their program on a regular basis with games and practices throughout the month. Ball hockey and inline hockey also continued at the arena as well. We have also seen a steady increase in ice round inquiries for the winter season. We hope that all regular ice rinks will be returning this fall, hopefully some new ones as well, if we can find some ice time. In July, Sarnia Minor Lacrosse will continue their programming as they prepare for the 2024 Ontario Lacrosse Festival. And the Sarnia Minor ball hockey will also continue for the first 2 weeks as teams prepare for provincial finals. On the work management side, the arena employees will continue to rotate between the arena and public works on a weekly basis. Capital projects, concrete repairs in the room, general repairs and maintenance will continue during the month as well. Planning for the upcoming winter season will continue as we secure a date for startup and white ice paint, along with booking ice times for tournaments and special events. Regular user group will be contacted and for any questions or concerns about
This individual, I'm a bit confused. Did they actually get into the facility?
No, they were
No.
just hanging out. behind the
Yeah,
door.
which
And
has
then there's that
happened.
little vestibule.
Yeah,
They obviously slept because there was no activity for 8-9 hours.
yeah,
on
there's a little
camera.
cozy area there.
Yeah.
So. Is there any concern with the date for the ice festival? Like almost a week later.
Carnival? No, we had it, we had it the first weekend.
I know it was early, it was later this year, but it
No.
doesn't,
So kind of where they wanted it, it kind
Yeah.
of helps us, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Because they're not gonna start, the first week the ice is in, as of right now, they're not starting. They don't like to start till October. So the first week of
right,
ice,
yes,
they just
okay.
push their season back, because it coincides with their provincials. They have to have, the week before will be the provincials for
Yeah.
skating competition, then they have turns.
Well, that works out well. And, I think that's all I have.
You think of something? I've got a couple little things. Thank you for bailing out the Sarnia Seniors Cruise. You know, that was, I understand last minute things happen, right?
Yep.
170 chairs, was it? That's no small accomplishment. So appreciate that. And just to follow up on the security issue, I'm assuming somebody does check the cameras on a regular basis to see if there has been any activity.
Not so much check them unless we know, like, we usually do a walk around the arena daily.
Yeah.
When we get in, like, garbage pickup, grab them and walk all the way around. If you see something suspicious, then we'll go back and look, and generally don't look at the camera, we'll go back and look at the camera unless if you notice something, then you can go back and see it, record motion.
Okay.
So,
So it is being monitored.
yeah, and we have, like, I worked afternoons, last week and I seen the OPP on the camera during the shift, like,
Checking,
you can see them go back. Drive around, so
That's
they
good.
did step up their patrols.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Got nothing else, so we'll be receiving file.
Oh, I-
Report.
sorry, I just have one more question.
Yeah.
You said that you're getting a lot of calls for ice time. How does that work as far as like returning customers? Do they get the first chance at their regular ice?
Yes,
before-
I always make
Yeah,
sure,
okay,
so I'll do the tournaments first so that.
Yeah.
Silver Sticks, and then
Yeah.
everyone knows that them dates are blacked out,
yeah,
and then I'll contact all our regular users, which I guarantee they're all coming back.
Yeah.
And
okay.
There'll be no time.
I figured it was that way. Just curious. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't believe we're talking about ice time already.
Me neither. Steve? Public Works, please? This is, committee report for June. Dates from previous month, which is work management. We've got 4 public works, 4 summer students. Rotating arena staff, and we welcome Isaiah Community Living, who's doing the fire watering for us in the morning. He's doing a really good job. Employee training, just the self-reporting SOPs that Shelley sends to us. Into the building, no issues, exterior, no issues, inspections, typical monthly fire extinguisher. Road, sidewalks, parking lots, weekly road reporting and potholes, and then June 5th, we had a little bit of a windstorm there, so. Did some extra branch cleanup there, went around with the chipper a couple extra times and sent the chipper out during compost, which helped. So divide and conquer on that one a little bit. Park and public spaces, this says for information signs, it was free. For the Friends of St. Clair River, got some really positive feedback from them. They were really pleased with it. So it looked really good. We put up the Canada Day banners on the light poles. We went and weed whacked and removed the trees from the large rocks at Waterfront Park and along the casino. All the playgrounds were rototilled. Village Canada Day celebration prep and takedown. Sounds like that went really well as well. And then we also had, not here, but we also had the car show again, which sounds like that went really well as well. We had Black and McDonald in to work on getting the water fountain and the bollard filler station operational again. They were able to repair the leak that's in the concrete wall. We kind of rerouted that a little bit so that it's accessible. So the water fountain is working and the bottle filler, we're just waiting on a part. That'll be back in action. Special audits reports, nothing to report. Vehicles, the garbage truck had a check engine light on. It ended up being something very minor, which is good. So we got that back pretty much right away. We had one of the walkers in for service and the overheat issue, that's back now too. Health and safety, we assisted the fire department. They asked for the genie lift. So Derek, Mackenzie and I took it down there and took it back.
That's probably your first
Yeah, so
human
there was a
rescue.
guy in the tree that, and they couldn't drive their ladder truck on the grass, so they requested the lift, and luckily the guy was starting to come down, but he got there and he started to make his way down, so. We had a nice slow drive there and back, which was, but not a big issue, obviously, for us, it was good. Nice to be able to help those guys if they need it. Security, nothing to report. Capital budget, we got our electrical panel permanently installed just in time for Canada Day celebration. I think it looks good and then
Worked well.
it's, yeah, it's great now. So now it's just a flick of the switch and it's
Nice.
really nice. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's gonna make our lives easier when we have these car shows and different things. So now it's just really open the cabinet, plug in with the switch in the back and we're good to go. Looking ahead, summer weather will depict whether the grass will continue to grow or not. Right now, I would say it's not growing a lot, except for Waterfront Park. But the weeds will endure. Tree trimming will continue. We're gonna focus on signs and sight lines right now. It's gonna be our main focus for the tree trimming, and then we'll get to the aesthetic part of it. We make sure that all that signs and signs are visible. July 18th, we all have a Working in Heights refresher course. Closing comments, I'm just gonna read the top one. Welcome to Community Living student Isaiah. The other one I will give up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have anything? Issue concern?
Maybe it's comes up later. But the locked washroom
What's that?
Saturday.
Yeah, the students forgot.
That's what I thought. Kids had happened a couple times last year, so,
It happens
but
sometimes.
this time it was me going to use this.
Oh, well, I'll give you the students' numbers.
Yeah. It was 10:15.
No, they, I called him and he's like, oh, I forgot. So
Yeah.
I said, well. we'll have to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time this year's been forgotten.
Yeah,
So.
and it was, once or twice last year, so that's good.
That happens. Yep.
This
But unless we get a
Saturday's not
phone
the
call,
best day for that.
unless we get a call, we're not gonna. So,
Yeah.
We got the call, we rectified the situation.
Okay, thank you.
Good response. Just a comment on the Friends of St. Clair River sign. Those things are great.
Yeah.
You know, they look good and all that, but someone's pointed out to me
Yeah.
that Point Edward's not listed there.
Well, I
I said,
didn't
well,
create the sign.
I know,
so
I
we'd have
said,
to
we didn't
discuss
create
that
the
with them,
signs.
but-
We just approved the fact that they're there for the information. But, some residents, it's in Point Edward, you should have Point Edward on the sign.
Yeah,
But anyways,
yeah, I would guess that would be to talk to them about that, but.
but I think they're fantastic with the
Yeah.
information they give them and that, because it is a huge tourist area,
Yeah.
right?
That's
People
actually an
understand.
organization,
Yes,
It is,
isn't it?
yeah.
so we've never been involved in it.
No, I
Like,
know.
for whatever reason.
I
don't
explained that.
know.
This is the first time they
Yeah.
reached out to Jim and I
Yeah.
about mounting them.
Yeah.
So we've always had the one by the casino. We removed that one and put these extra, and then put the two extra, the one went in the spot that it used to be, and then we put the one on the rocks. And that way we didn't have to dig either, which was, perfect first, yeah, so.
Absolutely. No, that's fantastic. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, just your capital budget.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of stuff, snow plows and trucks. and
That's all
that.
orders, just timing, so.
Just,
September, the box and the plow will be going on. I talked to the guy, he said you don't need to bring the truck until we have the box, and I've talked with Don Sevcon, Don Severin from Sevcon, he's been given the go ahead, it's just a matter of him timing it.
well, I'm more concerned about the plow, right? Now,
Yeah, no, it's all ready to go.
It's October time, you
Yeah,
never
no,
know, right?
it'll go in September, the truck will be, we'll
Okay.
drive it over there in September, and then they will fit everything on it. They'll deliver the plow, obviously, because we don't want to drive back with that big plow hanging up the front of the truck with nothing in the back.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it is, I have been in contact with them, it is ordered, it's ready to go, it's just. Once they have it, they'll call me and we'll get it over there, so,
Thank you.
yeah.
That's it. One other thing, we're supposed to get a lot of rain in the next couple days apparently, right?
Yeah.
Starting tonight, so just, I guess, be aware.
Yeah.
Because, we understand that. Water does pool on the road because
Well, we do our best to
I
get
know,
to it.
I know,
I
and
mean, we
it's,
usually, we
it's
let
not,
crew out there right away, so.
it's not your total responsibility here to keep the drains.
No, I mean, I know back in the old days that people used to walk outside their houses and do it, right? But I don't think that's the case so much. I do it too.
I do.
But yeah, we usually send at least one or two crews out when it starts raining. We try and stay ahead of it. But there's no staying ahead of it, but we like to stay on top of it. So,
Good situation.
I did think of one other thing, sorry, but
That's okay.
the banners look so great.
Yeah.
Like the downtown, so like if you're standing, on Michigan Ave and look down, it's just, looks really great.
yeah.
See all those banners, you can really.
Yeah, we'll leave those up probably for another week or two and then we'll switch back.
Yes,
But if you want Canada flag ones, the problem is it says half Canada. on them, so we
Oh.
can't put them up for too long.
Yeah.
If they were just Canada flags, we
Yeah.
could leave them up if you want and put the other ones up for the winter. But they do say happy Canada
Yeah.
on them, so I think eventually people start questioning that.
like whatever your timing is, when you
Yeah.
have the people to do it.
We try and leave them up in
Yeah.
for most of July, January is what we try and do, and then switch them back.
Looks festive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. That's all. We can rethink those, like, that for. You want Canada flag banners, then they could go up in the spring and stay up in the summer.
Yeah.
And then we can put the other ones up and make it work, or put them up.
Mhm,
Something to think about.
Yeah.
We have a budget for it.
mhm.
Anything else? No?
No,
Okay, we'll move that we receive and file the Public Works monthly report. Thanks, Steve. Next agenda item is, multi-use path signage and a marketing request.
So this is an email that was sent, I believe, sent out to the members of council, requesting signage on pathway kind of, just to remind people that it's a multi-use path. It's not just for pedestrians. It's not just for bikes. It's a mix of uses. And then they suggested down in the waterfront park area that we put a line up the middle of the path to kind of
Who suggested this?
a
A
resident
resident
sent an
that
email
sent
in.
in a complaint.
Yeah.
I responded back that we'd look at it, but
The line doesn't make.
I'm personally sign adverse. Like, I think it can overdo the number of signs in our lovely walkway. But I'm not sure what's up there. I just said, I know we already have some signs.
We have some old signs that could
Yeah.
definitely need replacing, but
So-
they were just like. I'd have to look at what they
I
said.
thought it would be worth doing an audit of what's already there, but we've talked in the past about not doing the,
Well, we've got the, I think it's the Great Lakes Trail signs are up.
Yes.
yeah,
So I don't know if we're. Like that, those weren't ours. Somebody donated those, I believe, or something.
That's a
It's part of a.
bigger organization.
Yeah.
That's
it's just,
like a Canadian.
you get these
We could
complaints
do like a
everywhere.
multi-use on, say, the gates or something.
We could also send out a social media,
Just a,
do a social media campaign to
Yeah.
remind.
But there are some signs that I'd like to take down, so if we want to consider putting something in their place. Then you wouldn't be adding additional signage, you'd just be replacing what's there.
well, that's a personal thing with me, is I think it's like a blight when you put up too much stuff.
Yeah.
It takes
So we
away,
can make it look nice too,
but
right?
you could do an audit, what you want down, and then consider what you want up, but it's like every year. Someone, you
Like
know,
we have the ones
hear
that say
about
no motorized vehicles on these,
Yeah.
and they're kind of pointless now because we've got 1 million motorized vehicles on this.
I know.
platform now. So I. You know, I'm not necessarily saying we should take them down, but maybe it should, instead of motorized, maybe it should say electric bicycles only, or. You know what I mean, like no gasoline powered. I'm not sure, but
yeah,
motorized means. I mean, every day there's
Yeah.
multi motorized bikes on.
more and more, yeah.
And now it's worse with the Sarnia e-bike pilot, right? And
Yeah.
there was a sign on the
Not or-
trail there at Alfred. I had it moved.
Okay.
I contacted, I happened to be in an event, I talked to the city and they moved it. Cause that's our path along there,
Yeah,
so,
oh, they
Yeah,
had
it's
it
just-
on our side.
Yeah.
yeah, they had it on our side.
Between Alfred and Louisa there. you mean?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, so it's been removed. And I suggested they put it down where their path begins.
Yeah,
So I haven't been down there to double check.
I think they did, yeah,
So-
because I remember seeing it the other day and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just, I think, a miscommunication because whose path is it, right? Like, it's, because it borders the park.
Well, ours is on the left and theirs is on the, well, depending where you are, theirs is on the north and ours is on the south kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we plow both of them generally, but
Mhm.
sometimes they get to them before we, but.
I was gonna make a suggestion too, like these issues or concerns come up all, yearly, right? Now, should we be putting together an active transportation plan just to understand, understand what we've done and where we want to go in the future as far as our paths, bike trails or bike paths on the roads and all that, and like we're talking bulb outs, all of
Well,
this
most of
is.
the bike trails and stuff are on county roads, right? Like we don't own any of the bike trails. Bike paths, the bike lanes, those are all county driven.
But I'm thinking maybe put together a document that says, here's what we're responsible for. This is county stuff, just so we all know, so we don't revisit it all the time.
Yeah,
You know, and
Mike's
maybe
back to talk.
We can look at it and apply, oh, we've done this, or this is, and put a plan together.
Maybe that's something to
On
ask
paper.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were wondering if we could do something like that.
Mm.
Just so that we move forward, we move forward, we've got a document.
If the path is.
To
a
record
multi-use
things.
path, it's-
Right,
it's all-
I like Jim's idea of putting a reminder out
Yeah.
on constant contact. Should have thought of it for the newsletter, but. I
Yeah,
think
there's
the-
so
Like I
much
say,
to think about.
I'll take a look at that sign,
Okay.
I'll send you a picture, but they're terrible, like I wanna take them all down, because they're just so big.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll come up with something that can replace those.
Well, that's another thing, like, we can reach out, I think Blue Water Trails is supposed to be having some signs, maybe we could maybe copy them.
Or do
Right.
we wanna maybe make something our own and like, they are our trails.
Well, I've got a trails meeting next week, I can ask any other municipalities what they have.
Yeah.
And I can have it sent to me,
I
right,
don't,
and I can forward it on.
like, it's considered a Blue Water Trail, I assume, right? Like, we don't, do we have a point every game or is it?
Is the path part of the Blue Water Trail system? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, if you look at.
Well, Blue Water Trail system ends at, is not the Point Edward Trail, it's the Point
Okay.
Edward Trail, right? So we don't really have a committee, I represent the village,
Mhm.
but
Yeah,
they've got more resources than we do.
Yeah.
Right, they've got a.
but if we're
committee,
just
they've got the
making
city,
5 signs, I mean,
Yeah.
that's not gonna hyperextend our, you know what I mean?
No, but I'm just trying to see what are they doing?
Yeah,
I'll talk to them next week
Mhm.
there, and we'll see if we can share some information. That'd be great. Okay, so we move on to the next issue.
Cleaning of waterfront park washrooms, so. Deputy Mayor Grimes forwarded me some pictures on the weekend. Just sharing a social media post. The social media post was actually, for the most part, people defending the village, saying, you know, we could clean the washrooms. But if people are gonna make a mess of them, there's not a whole lot we can do about it, but. Just wondered if we should be revisiting what we do. Steve, when did we go back to only cleaning them once a week? I know we've had it, or once a day.
as far as whenever I've been here, it's been once a day. You'd like to clean them twice a day, like we already spent $4,000 a month to clean that, so I'll just tell you that.
Wow,
They get cleaned every day, right?
yeah, $4,000, yeah, that's up.
It's how many bathrooms that 30 times a month, right? This is not. So just be aware of that cost. And you go to Waterfront Park, go try and clean it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Logistically, stop all those people from entering that bathroom, do it. Right, I think it's a challenge. So I know that cleaners are challenged even in the evenings with people being rude and just walking in while they're in the middle of cleaning. So I think there's a lot of challenges with cleaning those washrooms. So like that, if you want them done twice a day, I think that's fine. Well, we have to think about the dollars and cents on it.
Mhm.
Not necessarily sure that was the point of it. I think it was, unless I misunderstood, it was maybe having a check. Like, you know, partway through the day, someone checks to make sure it's okay.
Mhm.
Like just have a visual
Yeah, that's what it basically. You
so
know,
that we would be aware if there was an adverse situation.
Well, generally people call. if they
Yeah,
have their
yeah,
signatures. Like
yeah.
the public checks for you, right?
Yeah,
They're pretty vocal.
yeah,
yeah, oh, yeah. But I think that's the gist of the note is. You have staff check it. But my 2 cents on this is we asked Mike to look into it, see what, you know. Options that you say,
Right.
there's cost involved and, you know, we can't give direction to staff, right? That's.
Yeah.
His responsibility.
I
your
mean, it's one thing for us to
responsibility.
check, but then like what kind of, where do you want? But you're asking summer students to do it on the weekends.
Right.
And like for them to say, oh, well, I'm calling the cleaner and have them come in, you know? And then we have to have that cleaner on standby to come in at a moment's notice.
and
And it has been really good, like if we have
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah.
Like we've had those bathrooms destroyed before,
Yeah.
5 people.
Um,
And they're generally pretty good about coming and helping us out, but.
what do you think about tabling this? Oh, no, it'll be September. I
Yeah,
was thinking since Mike is on vacation,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
back. We can,
yeah, you can update him then.
just see if there's something more we can.
Because we don't have issues with the splash pad washrooms, it's only Waterfront Park that I've read about complaints about. Splash pad washrooms seem to be more respected.
Others,
Actually,
Different
Demographic,
demographic.
the
Yes.
demographics, right? It's the
Yeah.
children and the parents would be in there with them on
Yeah.
assembly rather
Yeah.
than just people just, Okay,
But we've had, like I can't believe what people will do with those problems, so. I discussed,
it's enlightening to some.
it is,
Mhm.
yes, like going down to the parking lot in the morning. You know, taking garbage for an hour because people.
Yeah.
miss the garbage can.
Oh, they don't even bother. I've noticed that lately going down at night. People just are leaving their garbage all over the place. Like they leave a bench, the bench
Yeah.
full of fries and cans and everything else, just no respect for. Anyways, okay. What you're gonna do then?
Okay.
Okay. A new item, how was it gonna work?
Yeah, simple, a pretty simple one, really.
Yeah.
Sale of surplus hockey nets.
Yeah.
So we've ordered a new pair, expect delivery in September, which will give us 4 sets. So really we have 2 surplus sets. And so this motion would be to sell one immediately. And then keep the second one until the replacement ones come in, just in case there's a delay.
Yeah, we've talked about this. In the past. Yeah.
So once all the two newer sets will be matching too.
Yeah.
Now nothing matching, right now, they're
Yeah.
all different sizes.
So just a simple, that we declare them both surplus and that we sell them at the appropriate time.
I have no issue with this.
It's pretty much a rubber stamp.
Yeah, exactly, because we,
We
you
have
know,
to
it's
do
something we had discussed, that we just didn't have a document. Okay, that's great, thank you. Any other new business?
No,
Okay, we'll go to the arena financial report. Anything there, your worship?
no, I didn't have any
I didn't
questions.
see anything either. So we'll move to receive and file that report.
Seconded?
You. Public Works Financial. Any questions, concerns?
No, it was fine.
I have nothing. Okay, so we'll move to receive and file that.
Seconded?
You. And, so next meeting dates, September 10th. 10 a.m. In the chambers, and I'll move to adjourn.